All right. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Happy Friday to y'all. This is High Priestess Jamila. So I meant to come back like last night to talk to you guys about the Lionsgate portal ritual. Um and I wanted to talk to y'all and explain to y'all more about the Lionsgate portal because um last night I more so was bringing up the dark side of this particular day, but I wanted to come and give y'all the good news about the Lionsgate portal. And by the way, y'all, I want y'all to really ignore these trolls. Okay? Ignore the trolls, please. Um, Trolls are, well, honestly, I wouldn't even necessarily call them trolls. I would say they are more so um, haters that are trolling. So I am here to give you guys quality rituals that work, that have nothing to do with my personal life, and accurate readings. That is what I am here for. Please ignore these trolls. Ignore them. One of the, trolls are blockers. They want to block stuff. They're haters. And you know what? I don't even want to call these people trolls at this point. We're just going to call them internet terrorists. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Lionsgate portal. So this happens every year, actually. It's where Sirius, Orion's belt, and the earth align up. Okay. And it's a positive thing, actually. Okay. And I think the only people that I kind of freaked out yesterday was probably the haters. And that's fine too. Okay. But I wanted to come back and speak to you guys about the actual portal, the ritual, why you should do it. It is a very, very powerful day to manifest abundance. Okay. So that would be abundance for, maybe the rest of the year, maybe abundance as far as like with having very, very good luck. It's not all bad and it's not all negative. Okay. Especially not for those of you guys that want to manifest. And so we're going to be doing a money ritual that will include protection. It's actually going to be more so like a money protection ritual. Okay. We got a lot of, and see, that's what I want to talk to y'all about this morning. Okay. That's what I want to talk to you guys about this morning. I was having a serious epiphany a few minutes ago. A serious epiphany. Can you imagine? Because I've noticed so many very creative, talented people um, getting killed. And I was actually looking at a story about a young lady that was murdered in Atlanta. I think it was maybe like 3 months ago. And she was a young girl. I don't know why I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. But she was like on TikTok, and she was like a TikTok star, and she actually was murdered live on TikTok. And all she was doing was dancing. That's all she was doing was dancing. And evidently something had happened. They were supposed to have been at an Airbnb party, and a 16-year-old kid came in and murdered her while she was dancing. It's so bizarre. It's been going on for years. And it was so senseless. It was so senseless. And, you're hearing about all of these people being murdered just in this world. And, okay, so here's another thing I wanted to talk about. Doesn't it seem like all of the talented and creative people are being murdered? Does it seem like that to y'all? Because it seemed like that to me. By bums and weirdos or murdering people. It's very strange. For example, I have been talking about, at least for the past couple of years, about watching out for life insurance, for people having life insurance policies on you. I don't like the life insurance industry. And part of the reason why I don't like it is because somebody can go and take out a life insurance policy on you and murder you. And they don't even have to have your permission to have the life insurance on you. And I think that there was a guy that recently killed his son for his life insurance. And I think that people just don't realize how abundant the universe is, and they limit themselves. They have no understanding of how money manifestation works. And so if they're not already in their defeatist attitude, they're trying to stop other people from getting theirs, which is the opposite of being creative. And so it's crazy. You guys, it is freaking crazy, and it grinds my goddamn gears. Can you imagine a world filled with a bunch of uninspired, psychotic, crazy people that have killed all of the creative people that make us smile, that make us feel good? Can you imagine this world being filled with a bunch of losers that kill people for their life insurance and try to kill creativity and kill, kill, kill? Can you imagine? And so I was actually talking about it when it comes to money. There's a lot of people who get depressed, they get desperate, and they can't pick themselves up, and they end up murdering people for life insurance, for like little small life insurances. And I think in this world, what is happening is an awakening that says that human life is worth more than one shred of money. And because it's been going on for far too long. It's an epidemic of scandals and scandalous people. And so when you look at a life insurance policy, I mean, let's look at Will Smith. Do you think that Will Smith has a life insurance policy? No, he doesn't. And I actually talked about this like 2 years ago about the meteorite, the meteor that was carrying enough gold to make every, I mean, gold, platinum, it was carrying enough to make every soul on this planet rich. And I believe that they're up there excavating it. This is a really, really, really rough, crazy, crazy time of, people that are strung out on something. And, I mean, literally, like the world is filled with just these psychopaths that, and you have to protect your energy. So that's why we're doing this ritual, is mainly for protection, but also it's going to include money. Okay. And it is $100, but that is because everybody's going to have a 7-day candle. 7-day. I'm going to do green and black 7-day candles. So y'all need to get your stuff in ASAP so that we can get that popping on the 8th, which is Monday. Okay. So we only have until Monday. So if you want to be a part of that, and you guys know that I am very, very powerful in ceremonial magic. I've been doing work for people for several years. And, that's what I do. That's what I do on here. I don't, my placement on YouTube is not to be humiliated. It's not to be trolled. Trolls, well, not trolls, because trolls are normally harmless. Trolls are normally harmless. They're not haters and plotters and scammers that are sitting behind a computer hating on other people. So when they hate on me, they hate on you. So for example, when I was doing that reading for the Geminis, okay, and this crazy person comes back in here back to back from troll accounts. I don't know how many psychic tarot readings that I have seen on this website where people are exposing that. I don't know what the deal was with that. I don't know why, but nobody's going to stop me from giving my messages that I am getting from spirit. And these are people that just don't get it. They just don't get life. They just don't get it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I know that there's a huge controversy right now when it comes to abortion. I know. But, what I got to tell y'all is that is happening for a reason. Okay. And because I've been seeing all of the commercials on Government Kemp of Georgia, and Government Kemp, he's doing a lot, and he's letting people know that it's serious, which, Sirius is actually the planet that I think that on this planet, I think that currently, I think that the death toll has taken a toll on the world. And now there is initiation of life. Okay. People that are depressed want to die. People that are depressed want other people to die. Okay. And you got to be careful out here in this world. Okay. Now, there are going to be people doing death magic rituals on that day. And, obviously, okay, I have people throwing death magic at me every freaking day. Okay. And you can't fade me. Little old me by myself, you can't fade me. Straight up and down. Because that is God's decision. Okay. So, but I think that what is happening is that, obviously they can't kill anybody unless they physically murder them. I mean, I've seen people, I've actually lost my aunt. I lost my aunt to what I know was black magic years ago. She was an Aries, and she was such a sweet person. She was always there for me. I could always count on her. I miss her a lot. But but for the most part, most people, don't have the power to do that, and they don't. But however, I believe that what is happening is that instead of that happening, what's going on is that energy is being harvested. And so, yeah, they're planning, big energy harvesting rituals. But the problem is, okay, so we're going to be harnessing energy straight from Lionsgate. They're going to be harnessing energy straight from other people. So it's a lot of crazy nutcases out there. Okay. And so, that's why we need to do the protection because, and it's not just energy harvesting off of the body and the soul, but it's also stealing. So there's a lot of people that are planning on robbing you of what you are supposed to get from the universe. And they are going to do it with the energies of Mercury and Saturn. So what's going to happen that day? Because of the energies of Mercury and Saturn, a lot of you guys are probably going to be feeling headachy. A lot of you guys might be feeling some type of way. There may be some crazy off communication. They're going to be doing the most on that day. So we're going to be doing protection. And I'm never alone, for some reason, it's almost like, they lie. So I'm not going to be alone that, I'm never alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the deal was with that. I think it was simply so that people would lose confidence in me. I think that that's why they do a lot of stuff that they do. Please start to ignore these trolls. They don't know anything. They're strange. They're weird people. They try to monitor people. They're gang stalkers. Stop paying attention to these people. I'm fine. I'm going to always be fine. They can't do nothing to hurt me or my family, period. Okay. And so let's stop, allowing them to do that, because even when I was doing that reading earlier, when they were in here earlier, and it's so weird because, half of these people don't have children, don't take care of the children that they do have, but yet they are always trying to be somebody's mama or somebody's daddy. And they ain't nobody's mama or nobody's daddy. Okay. And nobody has to explain anything. They want you to explain everything. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you here? Why are you asking me why? It's so bizarre and strange. It really is. So make sure that y'all get in. You can either Cashapp me. I want to get everybody in that is going to be in by Sunday. It'll be better if most of you get in today. That way I can make sure that I have everything ready, because we're not going to do the ritual without having some kind of offerings. And yeah, it's going to be a really, really good day. Okay. And like I said, there's been some rituals that I've been doing. There is a ritual that I did. It took like probably a couple of moon cycles for it to solidify itself. And so I have the antidote for the energy harvesting rituals, so that they can't pull on your energy or, try to do certain things. It's been insane. The crazy part about it is that they know that they can pull energy from the universe, but they won't do it. They rather do things to harm other people. Okay. And I know that I've actually gauged like every single coven and every single witch that is on here. And so not all of us are doing that. Okay. Not all of us are doing that. I've actually went to look at people's rituals, and you can pretty much tell what they're doing. Most of the witches on here that show you the work that they're doing, they can be trusted. The ones that keep everything secret, 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 I don't know about them. They hiding something. Okay. But one thing that they're not hiding is those demons, the demons that are connected to these witches. And so yeah, it's terrible. Their time is getting ready to come to an end. They have caused quite a stench on youtube.com. And we're tired of it, because they are not properly aligned with what the universe wants. They're not, especially when it comes to spirituality, especially when it comes to harassment of witches. They want an explanation for everything. I just had somebody just recently drop some documents or something. I'm not going to respond to any more haters or content creators that are putting up crap. I'm not going to do it anymore. I refuse to do it anymore. I'm not. And so I guess people were waiting for a response for me to explain myself. Child, I will be explaining myself for the next goddamn 20, 30 years. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. I refuse to explain why sometimes I only get 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I refuse to explain that. How is it any of these people's business? When you start explaining to them, that's when they have you in shackles. And I'm not in shackles. Or any of you guys in shackles? Anybody being shackled right now? So, but yeah, man, yeah, like imagining a world where all of the people that work, all of the people that have worked hard for what they have, imagine living in a world where all of those people die and their offspring dies, and the world is left with a bunch of those types of people. This world would go to crap quickly. And I just don't think Mother Gaia wants that. Honestly, it would go to crap. It will go to complete and utter crap. Because when you think about a creator And when you think about a person that's a worker, when you think about a person that is an inventor, they are building, they have a certain amount of energy, but then you have this other person that's asking them about their life insurance policy. And this person doesn't seem to have very many scruples. Can you imagine if the bad people were to be able to exterminate all of the good people on this earth? Can you imagine? There would be no earth. Not to mention the fact that the people that are doing the exterminating of these people are the ones that are manipulating people. So this is what that whole gang stalking thing is about. It's about driving you to insanity. It's about driving you to do something crazy. It's a and it is a lot of trickery. It is. And it's just crazy. So, yesterday when I came about, I spoke about the dark side of it, but now let's talk about the positive aspects of it. So it's a portal. It's not a bad portal. I don't really talk about portals too much on the channel too much anymore, and I don't know why. Probably because I've been so busy. But this is a really, really big portal, and when you think about it, we have to overcome these very limited people because let me tell you, once they off somebody and they get 50,000, how long you think $50,000 gonna last you? We're losing good people in this world. Okay. For people that contribute nothing. If this world is left with nothing but people that contribute nothing, then we won't have a world. And I think that they're that depressed and possessed. And so, we got to keep going, regardless if these people are possessed and depressed. We got to keep going. We cannot stop and fold now. And you have got to stop, because I know that's why a lot of these people do a lot of the crazy stuff that they do, because they don't want you to have confidence in me. But you need to have confidence in me because I'm probably one of the only witches on here that you can trust. The rest of them are snatching souls and energy out of people's bodies. And that is a fact. And I'm not afraid of these people. For what? I have support and protection on both sides, in the underworld and up here. And so do you. Is above and so below. So you can visit the website, go to the rituals tab and get in it. I am excellent with money work. I have people constantly throwing stuff at me. It never touches me. They want to make it seem like, oh, we all hate her. Well, that's just what, a group of people out of the rest of the world. So I don't think within those limitations, and I'm not intimidated by those people. Not in the least. In fact, the other night when it was obvious that I was up all night, it was mainly because my tooth was throbbing. Had nothing to do with those people. And I don't really like to take my ibuprofen. It doesn't hurt all the time. I got to go to the dentist. Why should I even have to explain that? That doesn't make any sense. Am I a little kid? Can you imagine a world where we have weirdos treating 40-something-year-old people like little children? And it's just so bizarre. So, a lot of that stuff is being put on ignore. It's been getting put on ignore. It's just that people don't know how to manifest nothing. They don't know how to manifest at all. Honestly, I don't get that many views, but I still get clients, and they can't stand that because they don't understand how. Well, you know what? Maybe you should learn a little bit about manifestation. When I do a lot of my readings, I do advertising for that reading. And that's why some of my readings, some of my videos, you'll see where I have a little over 100 views. Some of them I have over 200 views. Some of them I have a little over 1,000. So it's been a lot of games and a lot of lies, and they don't really affect me. What I wish that I hadn't done was connected it to myself at all. Because, and that's why I always come and apologize. That's why I came and apologized. Because what I should have done was completely kept it separate. So now it's almost like y'all have to see adversaries all the time talking crazy. They're liars. They're talking jibber jabber. They're not just hating on me, they're hating on you. So just remember that. And get in the ritual. It's going to be very positive. I understand there are some people that have their conspiracy theories and all of that. I know there's some people that have their conspiracy theories, and then there's some people that think that we're in direct competition, and we're not. I do real, authentic rituals. Okay. And I always do group rituals, and it's not going to stop. Okay. So I already got a couple of people in. Thank you to the people that have joined so far. Make sure that y'all get in. And let me just say this. There was a complete bomb a few weeks ago that tried to drop my documents and tried to, tried to tell people that I filed bankruptcy. First of all, if I did, how is that any of your cotton picking business? First of all, how would that be any of your business? Second of all, people have many, many different reasons for doing what they do. I'm surprised that, I've seen plenty of Black people that have had to file bankruptcy because they're dealing with people. They're dealing with people. So it was so stupid. And I didn't even comment on it. I didn't even comment. If Donald Trump can file bankruptcy, so can I. That's all I gotta say. You know, um, but it's an entire trip. And then when you think about it, it's kind of like weirdness. It really is. So, and honestly, it's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Because I would like to see that person's financial portfolio. As to why you worrying about other people and what they got. Yeah. Or what they're doing. Not to mention the fact that when my mother passed away last year, I was stalked feverishly, continuously, spiritually attacked. You try losing your mother and see what will happen to you. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have to go through it. Okay. Yeah. So, I lost my mother last year, and it's just a trip, just the judgment The judgment and how somebody, first of all, I need to be judged by my peers, not by people that aren't on my level. Okay. I'm not being judged by my peers. Do y'all understand what I mean by that? They're not my peers. So I've been getting judged by people that don't know half of the knowledge that I know and have not accomplished most of what I know or what I've done. It's ridiculous. And I think that people that don't have adult responsibilities shouldn't be worried about what adults are doing with their money. They shouldn't be worried about what's going on with adults. Because we all live in the real world, don't we? And I'm still right here in my house. Like, it'd be different if I was, at some boarding house or something. It would be different. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just really strange. So I'm not being judged by my peers. I am being judged by people that don't even have a light or a gas bill in their name. If I wanted those people or needed those people to pay my light or my gas bill or my water bill, they wouldn't be able to pay it. So it has been crazy. And y'all need to quit losing. Like I noticed that people they do the stuff to try to make you lose confidence in me while they live with their mama. Well, guess what? My mama gone. She can't never come back. And not to mention the fact that I'm being bullied for my mother dying. I'm being bullied. People are exploiting my deceased mother. Yeah, that's the kind of crap that an irresponsible, childlike mind would do. Okay? So it just is what it is. And so that's why, I am going to be literally doing my thing and ignoring these people. And they say, well, I'm not going to let you ignore me. I'm going to do everything in my power so that you can't ignore me. And it's very strange and it's very weird. Because the war was over a long time ago. Whatever war was happening was a long time ago. It's been over. It's been done. It's been through. And people want to go back and forth and be at war and all this stuff and doing all this stuff constantly. And it makes no sense. For what? So it's just insane. You know what I'm saying? And none of them have the power to curse me. I'm pretty sure that, the narrative was spent, oh, I cursed her and da 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 and blah, 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 blah. You wish you could curse me. You wish you had the power to ever curse me. Okay, so it's a lot of crazy and desperate people on here that don't know how to advertise spirituality without, pinpointing certain people and acting crazy. Which I'm pretty sure that me and those people wouldn't even have the same clients anyway. You know, so the people that I am meant to help, they can't stop that. And they would like to because they are haters. They're not trolls, they're haters. They're next level haters. Okay. So, and it's just crazy looking at this world, looking at the way people are, man. People would rather scheme, plot, and scam than do it right. I watched a movie. What was that? It was the night before last, called Identity Thief. And it wasn't identity theft with kind of the heavy set lady. It had Annabella Sciorra was in it. And this lady worked at a real estate office. The woman, she had a dream since she was a child to buy a house. She goes in there, she drops off her application. The lady photocopies all of her credit card and social security number. And so she runs up her credit $50,000, runs up her credit card. So she cancels her card. The lady went further and went to the DMV and became this woman, dyed her hair brown, literally became this woman, bought a car, bought a house. And come to find out, she was dealing with substance abuse issues. I remember before I moved into this house, somebody had stolen my identity. I had gotten a lot of money. I had made a lot of money. Okay. For, the first year that I had broke a lot of those curses and strongholds, I had made a lot of money in my business. And I had a lot of money and I paid off a lot of debt. I got a credit card. I got my credit score up to 625. Why didn't I lock my credit? You know what ended up happening? Somebody got a $300 some kind of student loan for like $300. And it literally ruined my credit. By the time I was ready to move out of a house that was filled with mold, I couldn't get a place because my credit was shot. Come to find out, somebody had done that. So if you ever get like notices in the mail and shit that's in your name, make sure you pay attention to that. Because somebody literally tried to ruin my credit right before I moved. Right when I was getting ready to move into. So people are nuts. I still don't know who it was. I know that they had said that my information had gotten put into the dark web or some crap like that. It is insane out there. People have lost their minds. So, yeah, that was the reason. That was the only reason why I had to go and stay in a hotel for 5 months. That was the only reason. And I personally think it was an inside job. I personally think it has something to do with family. So it's a sick, sad world that we live in. But, if I would have known what I knew, sometimes you just don't think about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't think that somebody would do some stupid stuff like that. And so, now they have a way for you to lock your credit. They have like a credit lock that you can do. And I wish that I had done it because it would have saved me 5 months of living in a whole hell, a whole hell. Okay. But, I made the best of it. So, it's a crazy world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And so, doing as much as you can to protect yourself is really, really important. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, I'm really excited. Don't let these people, because you can just tell that there are so many people, especially some of the people that are following me. You can, and that's why I do protection for all of my followers are protected. All of my followers, people, all of my people that hit the like button, all of my clients are protected. I do a protection once a month. And it's sad that I even have to do that. But pretty soon, Spirit told me, you ain't gonna have to do that after a while. You're gonna be good. So, I'm excited about that because it just creates extra work that I have to do. But it's worth it because, uh, this is my calling in life. And, unless they're gonna tell God something, then they need to sit their butts down and have several seats. And the universe is talking to me, speaking to me like right now. So, speaking through me. These people will, they're thieves, they'll try to steal, and my spirits put a hoodoo on that. You steal anything from me, what you steal from me, everything gonna be cursed. Okay? You steal something from me, you steal a client from me, you gonna end up getting your gettings. Okay, not that the client would be cursed, but the person, because I've noticed that people, I've noticed, and it's so sad. It's like, you will get yours straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because those people are being tricked, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's all a trick. When somebody's doing something harmful or wrong, they always think they're going to get away with it. They always think that. And they think, you know what they're thinking? They're thinking, well, witchcraft is bad anyway. It's so stupid. Witchcraft saved my life. It saved my life, honestly. So, and I think that Hecate is going to clap down on a lot of those people, including Kay Leach. All of the goddesses that were witches, Aradia, going to crack down on those people because they're practicing at the same time with prejudice. They're practicing witchcraft while staring their nose down at it. So, it's really sad. And, a lot of times your enemies, they will think, spirit will let them get away with it for a little while. But then when it's all said and done, karma will come like a thief in the night. So that's just what it is. Anyway, and I did make the Van oil too. I got that made. I just didn't do it on camera. I just kind of wanted to, do it, just kind of sit and watch TV and kind of relax and do it without having to be on camera. But I did make the Van oil. So I'm going to get a couple of them bottled because I'm going to send some to a couple of students and everything. And, so yeah. Anyway, I will catch y'all later. Okay. If y'all have any questions, you can text me. I mean, some people will say, well, what is that? They don't even know anything about it. I know that it's a real big thing in the spiritual community. And, I always make sure that I do manifestation work every year. So, because it's a yearly thing. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a happy Friday. Blessings.